Hey there, and welcome to another episode of Two Guys, One Crypt. I'm one of your hosts, JV, here with my fabulous co-host, Mr. Chuck Nasty. And we already got Mr. Ron Perty over here shit-talking, saying, okay, thrill me.
Yeah. Man, I swear, talk about getting on last minute, dude. Fuck.
Yeah, for real, asshole. It's like, yeah, let's just go ahead and make me fucking worry, but whatever. We'll talk about that later, ass. So,
Right.
anyways, man, it's been a little bit, man. How you doing?
I'm all right. Been dealing with some stomach Crohn's bullshit, but other than that, I'm okay. I guess I'm alive. I shaved since the last time I've been on.
Yeah, you definitely did. You did.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks because I don't know if you remember that one day when you turned down quite a bit of fucking money to shave,
Yeah.
and you didn't do it.
See, I thought about that too, actually, before I did it, but whatever.
Yeah, you got offered like what? I think it got up to $500 to shave, and you didn't do it, and then you just randomly did it for free now.
If I remember correctly, I was incredibly
Another
intoxicated
creep.
at that moment in time. Not in the creeps.
Missy is here. Hi, Missy. So, anyways, man, you went and picked a fucking movie this week. Why don't you go ahead and I guess tell us what movie you picked after you go ahead and introduce our guest for this episode.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. Tonight's guest is Lance Wagner from the Wagner Walls, fellow Indie Brigader. What's up, Lance?
Just enjoying my nasty nation. Not coffee.
So
There's
glad you
nothing in it. There's
got
nothing in it.
That's awesome, dude.
Well, congratulations. Let's go ahead and let's bring Lance up real big here, guys. So now, Lance,
Yes.
Do you realize you are the first and only person to buy anything from Chuck?
Hey, man. Samantha bought that. Samantha bought it. But it's my money, too. It's my money.
No, it's
He
like an
knows I love
ongoing
it.
joke with our show because everybody keeps buying shirts with just me on it, but nobody buys the one with Chuck on it.
What the hell? I love
No
y'all's
one's
logo.
buying. Man, I know. I've got a shirt with both of us on it. That's because Justin bought it for me,
It is
or
sick.
JV bought it for me, but but nobody else. I mean, everybody, the people that bought the shirts are just buying him.
He's a
I'm like,
sexy
what's wrong with me?
MFer.
Yeah, I
He's
That may be for
sexy.
sure, but
what can I say, man? So we got Sean checking in with us. Hey, Sean, how's
What's
it
up,
Double
going, man?
S. Double S.
And it
hell yeah.
looks like somebody loves your beard, and I'm not sure who she's talking to. But I'm
Probably
gonna go.
Chuck.
I'd
Probably
say
Chuck.
Lance.
I,
Lance has a really badass thing going on with his beard.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just
I
short.
know it's not mine. I just shave most of mine off. So
This keeps the gray away.
keeps it great.
That's why I do that.
Oh, real quick, because Sean popped up a minute ago. I gotta say thanks to him. He actually I don't know if anybody else paid attention, but on Nasty Nation's Facebook page, did a 3-day Friday the 13th marathon with some of my friends, and we documented it through audio Facebook Live and video Facebook Live. And Sean was actually one of the few people that actually interacted with us during that time. So thanks, man.
He's amazing.
Just wanted to throw that out there.
He's hurt. He's
Hell
hurt
yeah,
too,
dude.
so he can probably be real interactive right now.
Fair enough.
He's not working.
Yeah.
He says, "Don't feel bad. No one got my merch either."
They will.
Well, I am proud to say that people are buying mine. So
That's awesome.
here's Rod. No one buys my merch either.
They will. Just
That's not true.
You just gotta start
I thought
forcing
it
people
was
to buy
cool.
it.
I don't know. I don't the problem is, honestly, I mean, if you're going to buy whatever, I can bitch about that forever. Hey, thank you, Sean. Not so bad yourself, brother.
That's right.
Right. So, anyways, Chuck, man, why don't you go ahead and introduce this movie? And then after you introduce this movie, I'm going to go ahead and actually play a trailer for everybody. Holy shit. There we go.
Hell yeah. Lance has the Blu-ray.
Watched it tonight.
Right. So why don't you at least tell us why you chose this movie this week, Chuck?
Well, first off, let me Let me give the little plot of it real quick, then tell you why, or what.
Just tell me why you chose it. Like,
okay, well, you told me to explain them. You told me to explain the movie, and I didn't know.
No.
Anyway,
why you picked it. I'm going to play the trailer afterwards.
Your motivation. Okay. What was your motivation?
Well, I'll tell you, it's crazy because Maniac Cop has been one of those movies that it took me forever to watch it, and I've got a VHS copy of it, and I've had it forever. And I remember watching it when I was little, but I don't remember when I was older. So I watched it again for the first time, like in forever, like 2 years ago. And I just think it's the most ridiculous movie, and it's very underappreciated in my opinion.
Yes,
it is ridiculous. It is completely ridiculous, but there's so many good people in it. I mean, it's a movie about a cop that's pissed, and at one time he was a vigilante who was going after the bad guys. Now he was going for everyone. Exactly. Like it's just killer. And the thing is, I actually think Maniac Cop 2 was the first one I saw, just because of oh damn, that one guy.
Well, don't give away too much, man, because I still want to play the trailer for the movie.
right. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. But I chose it because I thought it was something that not people really talk about. Maniac Cop, it's kind of a forgotten film, franchise trilogy, and I figure, what better place to kind of resurrect it a little bit and give it a little bit more, praise and whatever, and see if people get into it, make it a thing.
There you go.
Right. Fair enough. So with that being said, guys, for your viewing pleasure, here's 1988's trailer for Maniac Cop.
There's someone out there. No one knows his name. No one knows his face.
Oh, no.
But now, the most terrifying man in the city.
Officer! Officer! Oh, thank God it's you.
Carries a badge.
The head was unstable and there was a deceleration injury. As in your old hanging.
You really think a cop did this? Why not?
You automatically assume that it was a police officer instead of some lunatic dressed up like a cop.
Fight squad.
He'll kill again. He enjoys killing.
He strikes without cause, without mercy.
You may be getting information from inside the department.
That means he is one of us.
You see a cop, you cross to the other side of the street.
You're not gonna get me.
Everybody who wants to shoot a cop nowadays got one hell of an excuse.
Since when is my personal life any of your business?
Since your wife was found dead in a motel room.
You gotta be wrong.
You want to see the pretty picture?
Keep your hands where I can see them. Hold on, I didn't do any of this.
When a cop turns killer, you have the right to remain silent forever. Maniac Cop.
That trailer shows way too much.
They usually do.
Way too much. Yes, it is after Evil Dead 2.
Yeah, it is. It is. It. Oh God. Talk about
3 years before Army of Darkness.
Which we actually have quite a few people in here where, they've actually done a lot of parts with, especially with like Sam Raimi.
Yeah, he was in it.
You even go with the director, William Lustig, who actually had a role in Army of Darkness.
Yep.
So, and then,
he directed all 3 movies too.
Right.
That was pretty cool for consistency and stuff.
Oh yeah. Sure. Not to mention we got Bruce Campbell in this.
Tom Atkins' birthday's today, by the way, too. How cool is that?
Oh wow.
Shit.
Happy birthday, Tom Atkins.
How cool is that? Yes. I thought that was awesome.
Thanks
for showing up. Yeah.
All right, guys.
Yeah, well, good night.
I guess we're going to wrap this up. Let me find the outro video real quick.
That's great.
Well, it's funny because that's what there was something that Rob Zombie said a while back after Devil's Rejects came out because he put out these trailers that you really didn't know much what was going on.
Right.
And I was like, well, fuck, I don't really know what this is about, blah, blah. And he made a good point. He said, well, a lot of trailers, a lot of movies, they put out these trailers that show the entire thing, and there's no point in watching it.
Yep.
And so it's kind of funny that you actually mentioned that because that was something I noticed as well watching that. I was like, man, they really
I just watched it. I mean, I just watched. So I'd be kind of fresh for tonight. So I just watched it again. So it's been about a year because I actually so.
Right, and Ron's right with
Larry
that.
Cohen.
Larry Cohen. Yep, he did.
Yep.
Yeah. Not only that though, but he also
The
did
stuff.
Body Snatchers,
stuff.
It's Alive, Full Moon High, Return to Salem's
Q.
Lot.
Yeah. Yes.
Dude's done a lot of fucking shit. That's for sure. Like almost everybody.
Have you ever seen Q?
I've
Me?
seen bits and pieces of it. It's so bad, it's good. What I saw.
JB, have you seen it?
No,
Have you
but
seen it?
you want to see a movie that is so bad it's good? Watch that fucking. What was the one you made me watch, Chuck? The Undertaker.
Sorority Girls.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sorority Girls and the Creature from Hell. That one was so bad it was fucking horrible.
Yeah.
So you didn't enjoy it.
No, I did not. No, but then again, this might be one of the first ones that Chuck picked out that was like, all right, this is actually a pretty solid one.
Awesome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Oh man, Maniac Cop is awesome. It's brilliant.
Yeah, and you're definitely right about that too.
It's a great
There's
movie.
a lot of people in here, like actually, when I was looking through a lot of the things going on, where there's a lot of like things that are still being made. Like for instance, Tom Atkins is actually they're in pre-production for the third Collector movie.
Oh wow, he's going to be in that.
Yeah. So I saw that and I got super fucking excited. I really enjoyed the first two.
I enjoy those movies. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, definitely, man. There's actually quite a few surprises looking through some of these actors, but it was a lot of fun. But anyways, Chuck, man, you picked this fucking movie, so you lead the way. Go ahead and explain to the world what the fuck Maniac Cop is about.
All right. Well, as you saw in the trailer, it's like I said, and what I mentioned earlier before we watched the trailer. It's about this cop named Matt Cordell who is a complete. Everyone, like a lot of cops, look up to him. He's the guy that everybody, expected he was going to get the job done. Somebody was guilty, he was going to take care of him. Well, then he dies, and then all of a sudden people start being killed and whatever, and it turns out that he's the one doing it. And throughout this movie, of course, you got Bruce Campbell, who plays Jack Forrest, who is
a very, very young Bruce Campbell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially coming from somebody who I think at least for me, like one of his more recent things was probably like the Ash versus Evil Dead, where you really got to see a lot of him. But God damn, like he still looks great.
Yep.
Yeah. But his character is kind of like in this other he's got this other little story thing, side plot going on, where he's a cop who is having marital issues. He's cheating on his wife. But you don't know that at first. I don't know why I just told you that, or whatever. He's having some.
It's an old movie.
It's a very odd movie. It's crazy how he gets.
I was born in '88, so
I graduated in '88, so.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I was 5.
I'm old.
I feel pretty good about myself when I'm talking to you too.
That's good. Yeah, that's what we're here for.
Oh God, a young Bruce Campbell without the racist Ted Raimi. That's actually talking. That's going back to one of my favorite Bruce Campbell movies. Lance, I guess I'm gonna see how big of a Bruce Campbell fan you are, real quick. Have you ever seen My Name Is Bruce?
The documentary?
No, it's Bruce Campbell playing Bruce Campbell.
I've heard about that. No, I've never seen that.
I haven't either.
He does the most racist fucking Chinese voice.
Oh,
fucking life in it, dude. It is.
Is that that's old? That's an old one.
2000s. It's not too old. It's a really, really fun movie. That's for sure.
picked that up the other day.
Nice.
The whole
Briscoe
series.
County?
Yeah,
Holy shit.
the whole series.
That's a forgotten one. That was a forgotten
Awesome.
one. That's a good one. You know, my dad used to watch that when I was younger.
He's the man. I'm going to look that one up, JB. You're the second person that said something about that.
I'm only the second one to say something.
Yeah.
For real?
So, I guess our journeys, you know.
Oh, just like only two people. Like, fuck,
Right?
that was a really good movie.
Well, apparently Ron's seen it too. So
Ron has. Oh yeah. Well, so there's three of us.
there's three.
Well,
I just need two.
Hopefully, if anybody watches this one,
That's what she said.
Cop, at least you guys go on to not watch Maniac Cop and watch My Name Is Bruce.
Watch Maniac Cop.
Yeah, I'm with Lance. Watch Maniac Cop.
Amazing.
Oh no! See, I'm gonna end up forcing you guys both to come back for an episode where we all have to watch My Name Is Bruce, and I'll bring Ron on too, and you guys will be like, you know what? I'm not gonna watch Maniac Cop again, and I'm only gonna watch My Name Is Bruce.
Can we do Maniac Cop 2 and 3 for an episode?
Not two movies.
A double?
I'm not.
Oh, come on.
Double bill?
No. If you want a double episode, then everyone's gonna have to start chipping in a little bit of money. So,
damn, JB's by the rules, man. He is with the rules. Oh, check this out, Chuck.
Can't see. It was...
That's Lorraine Landon.
Oh,
Lorraine
nice.
Landon.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Me and Sam cultivated a friendship with her. She's awesome.
Very cool. Hell, you all were just at the gas station recently, weren't you?
Oh man, it was hanging out with Caroline Williams. That was awesome.
Hell yeah, dude.
Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta go there one day.
I need to. I really need to.
Y'all will love it.
So, anyways, Chuck, as you were saying, Bruce Campbell likes to cheat on his wife.
Yeah. So Bruce Campbell, his character, cheats on his wife, and she finds out and hunts him down. She's actually thinking that he's this killer cop or whatever that she's hearing about, and she's tracing it back to a hotel room, and there he is with the woman, and then she runs off. Well, skipping a little bit later, wife ends up found dead. He becomes the fucking suspect.
Did he ever seem broken up to you about it? Like,
no.
He didn't seem like really.
He was more pissed that he was being blamed.
Yeah.
He was like,
that.
"Oh man, this is not how I wanted
that
out."
Stuck out with so bad with me. I was like, "Damn."
There's some funny stuff in this movie, even when it's not supposed to be. And Tom Atkins, I love him being. Yeah, I love any movie that he's in, dude. He's just a badass.
Oh yeah, dude, for sure. You know, what's your favorite movie he was in?
Oh God, honestly, because it's one of my favorites. Probably The Fog. That's one of my favorites.
I was gonna say The Fog too.
And Halloween 3 is also a favorite of mine.
That's another good one. Yeah,
that's my favorite.
Out of the Creeps.
Was it Lethal?
Yeah, he's in
Was it Lethal Weapon that he was in? Yeah. He's been in a lot of shit, man. He's a legend, definitely.
He was in Escape from New York.
Yes, he was the like not the warden, but what would you call it? The police commissioner or police chief or something?
Yeah,
he was the one
kind of playing a cop. No way.
Yeah, him and Lee Van Cleef were pushing Snake around.
I just look at this dude and his face just screams, "I'm a fucking cop." So, like,
yeah,
that face is screaming, "I'm going to screw your old lady." That's what that is.
Not this movie he didn't though.
Right.
I don't think he's doing much of that anymore. I got a feeling things.
He's 80-something years old. You know, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. I'm not close to being there yet.
Right.
So go ahead, Chuck.
Yeah. So anyway, Tom Atkins plays a detective who is trying to figure out what's going on, and he ends up getting pretty much a lead that this old cop that used to kill all these bad guys is now back and wreaking havoc, and he's the one that actually did all this. But they're still trying to figure out, like, also Bruce Campbell's and his woman are also separately trying to figure out things. And it all becomes like all the big whirlwind of like shit. But I love this film though. I think it's ridiculous, but it's good. The idea, like I said, of undead cop or whatever the fuck, like coming back, and this time he's just like, fuck, I'm gonna kill everybody. And the guy that plays him,
Robert Zadar.
Yep.
Yeah. I was reading up on him. I didn't realize he actually passed. I didn't realize he was no longer with us. I was reading up on him, man, and I honestly I thought I was going to read that he was a wrestler, but he was a football player, which makes sense too, I guess. But he always reminds me of like a wrestler from like the 80s or some shit. But he was also.
Sorry, Chuck.
Go ahead. I
was just going to say, if you get a chance, Tony Wash through Scotchworthy, check out High on the Hog. It's Sid Haig is on the cover. He's the main. I guess he's the main character. They're actually in a scene together. Him and Robert Zadar are in a scene together, and I want to say it's one of, if not his last role. But seeing those two on the screen together, like within the last year, that was a really cool, touching scene. I thought. Huh. And Sid hadn't gotten sickly yet.
That's exactly what I was getting ready to say.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's exactly what I was going to say. High on the Hog. High on the Hog is a killer movie.
It really is.
It's fun. It's honestly, it's a very Rob Zombie shot kind of film, but it's a good one. And I mean, if you're a pothead, it's all about weed.
Perfect. Yes.
And it's got Sid Haig. So I mean, and Robert Zazar or whatever is playing the cop, governor, or mayor or whatever.
Yes.
Zazar.
It's hard to say his name, yeah.
Sorry. By the way, we got Ron chiming in again. Tom Atkins almost felt like a red herring in the film to lead the way for Bruce Campbell to be the main character, and goes on to say we don't see Bruce for a good 20 minutes in the beginning of the film, which I 100% agree with. It was kind of weird, like the way that was kind of set up.
Bait and switch.
Yeah, definitely, but it was still. Definitely a fun movie, that's for sure. So, anyways, is there anything else that you want to go ahead and say about the film before we go ahead and start talking a little bit more about it, Chuck?
No, I think I pretty much wrapped that up. Don't you all think that's pretty good?
That's excellent.
Because I mean, it's pretty much the main story. So, yeah, let's move on. Let's move on to the next.
All right. So, why don't we go ahead and talk a little bit about what we thought about this movie then? Since we're just cruising along. So, Lance, man, why don't you go ahead and tell us what you thought about this? And
first off,
go ahead.
I want that poster behind us. Chuck needs to get some of them posters and send them out. That's an awesome poster. No, the behind
the Pulp Fiction.
The one. I love that, but the one you sent to JB for the show out there. That.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I want
that
poster.
That is a sick.
Yeah,
poster.
I definitely want that.
Yeah, I think as far as that would be badass. I think as far as an 80s movies go, it's got it all. It's got like JB was saying, it's got the cast, and you can just freaking Jake LaMotta's in it. I mean, I've watched it a few times. The last 2 times, I think I've caught him in it. But if people don't know who Jake LaMotta is, look him up. That is the Raging Bull. I mean, that is the man. De Niro played him in a movie.
Damn.
So yeah, he played Jake LaMotta. So look that up. It's got Joe Pesci, and it's black and white. It's a boxing movie. It's a De Niro, Pesci, and I'm forgetting. I'm blanking who all directed and everything, but it's a good.
You had me at Pesci.
Oh yeah, they're awesome. So yeah, Jake LaMotta's in it. So I thought that was really cool, and I just think as far as 88 goes, that is the way to go. You want to see cheese from the 80s, see this movie. It screams 88. It just really does.
I don't know. I feel like, and I'm sure Chuck would agree with me, that the last movie we did pretty much put the 80s in one movie there too. Wouldn't you say?
What was it? Monster Squad?
Blood Diner.
Oh shit. Yeah. God. Sorry. Yeah, no, that definitely. Yeah, no, you're Blood Diner. Yeah, that's
like everything from the 80s plus like a little splash from the 30s.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, because you have Nazis.
Gotta have those in there.
Of course. So anyways, Lance, why don't you go ahead, tell us a little bit about what you thought about this, and give us a rating too, between like 1 and 10 where you fall on it, 10 being the best, and of course, I guess afterwards we'll talk about this anyway. So go ahead.
I think the rewatchability's up there because it's one I've seen multiple times and it gets better every time to watch it. Bruce Campbell's a hero of mine, so that plays into it a lot. Atkins, you're just not. Yes, God, that dude is so. He plays those physical roles where he gets his ass whooped and he just keeps coming back for more. And you get some more of that in this. I just think the overall. I'm gonna put a strong 8, and Chuck will tell you, whoever will tell you, Billy Pond will tell you, I'm the easiest guy when it comes to movie. I'll put a strong 8 on this movie all day. It's that I think it's that good of a movie.
That's fair.
Hell
That's
yeah,
fair.
man.
What about you, Chuck?
That makes me happy. Me?
I love this movie.
But rating wise, just what I feel about all together.
No, all of it. Lance just did it super fast.
Okay.
I talk.
He's like elaborating.
See the movie.
I'm just gonna go cut and dry on this.
Yeah.
Anybody wants to borrow my Blu-ray? It's right here. Let me know.
No, I agree with Lance because I do believe this movie is another one of those like Blood Diner that pretty much sums up that time period. Even down to the trailer. I mean, it's something that I remember.
Great.
Oh yeah, but like I remember growing up and watching like these kind of movies, you know, on like USA Up All Night, which I mention all the time on here. And you know, different HBO late night kind of shit or whatever. And while going back and watching this, do what?
So that's just you watching stuff like Cat House.
That was a fun show. I like that show. But unfortunately, you can't really find it anywhere. Anyway, but this is a movie that like when I watch it, like I immediately think of like, you know, being a fucking 10, 11-year-old kid in my, you know, parents' basement, you know, eating pizza with my friends and watching these fucking horrible movies, you know, like, I don't know. I really enjoy it. It is cheesy. It's
and that's 80s hair. That's 80s hair. That's what it looked like back in the 80s.
So bad. It's so bad. But I mean,
it's hair was like, Chuck. Oh shit! I said that and I forgot that both of you are bald.
You got a double shot there on Earth.
That's right.
That was like an unintentional double shot.
It's okay, awesome. JB. You'll get there eventually, buddy.
You'll be there.
Nah, whatever. Ron says I love Cat House, considering I was there. Also, it's not on HBO anymore. I was sad.
That's awesome.
Ron actually has a really good story about that. Yeah, you guys have to talk to him when he's doing his show and get him to talk about it.
Okay, it's interesting. But yeah, I like it. There's ridiculous death scenes. There's moments that are so dramatic they're hilarious. You know what I mean? It's like when the main cop, I don't even know, like commissioner or whatever, when he first is talking to Bruce Campbell, and he pulls him out of the briefing, the morning briefing.
William Smith, yeah.
Yeah, and he looks at him and he's like,
he's William Smith, by the way, the same one who did Getting Jiggy with It.
Not that Will Smith, no.
I'm pretty sure they're the same. I'm pretty sure that they're the same.
But he's talking to him and he's like, you know, your wife's dead, and he tells him this stuff or whatever. Like you were like, he doesn't seem that disappointed, but he's like, what? You're kidding me or whatever. And he's like, you want to see the pretty pictures? And it's just like, I don't know. It's like they're trying to be like, oh, that's really deep, but you're just like, I don't know. It's just this movie is just. That's why I say it's up there with Blood Diner on the 80s and whatnot shit. So I like it a lot. I'm gonna watch part 2 later, probably.
I know it's on 2. Someone said it's on Shudder. I think it's on Shudder.
It's on Shudder 2 and 3. Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, the whole trilogy is. So what would you rate this?
Let's see here. Lance gave it an 8, which is pretty fair.
Strong 8.
Strong 8, man. I will give it I'll give it a strong 7. I'll give it a strong 7.
Yeah.
I will. because I can watch this movie a lot. Like it's one that I would like, hey man, you never seen that? We'll pop it in. We got to watch it. You know what I mean? So so I'll give it a 7.
That's I feel like that's fair. So I guess with me, I definitely enjoy this one. It has everything that I do love in an 80s movie. It has the cheesiness, a little bit of gore, not a lot, but I wish there was more, that's for sure. But, you know, I guess it left a lot to the imagination, especially with the one of the last kills, well, the last kill in the movie. You know, you don't get to see anything whatsoever. But, you know, there were some pretty cheesy parts. That's for sure. It's really, really, really hard to look at. What's his name? Zadar. My bad. That is a face.
That's a real chin.
That's
too,
a face
so
that only
know.
a mother can love.
That is a real chin on that dude.
I'm pretty sure that, you know, if you find his journals, like his mother couldn't love that.
Oh,
Come on, JV.
That's horrible.
Okay, all right.
He actually had a disease, but I can't remember what it was called.
Weird face. I don't know. All right, Lance, you got kids. Chuck, you got kids. Imagine, you know, you're getting ready to tuck your little, you know, your little boy in. You go in there, give him a kiss, and this is what he's doing. Like he's trying to smooch at you because you know kids will try to kiss like that too.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pass.
First, I would tell him you need to go brush your teeth.
Go brush your damn teeth.
Oh, that's the first thing you're gonna do.
Clean that blood off your face.
Yeah, because I would love him unconditionally.
Yeah,
even if
come on,
like
JB.
No, that's the one you leave at the fire station, guys. Like that's not the one you keep.
That's funny.
Oh, that's horrible.
JB needs those classes.
That's horrible.
Chuck, when he has kids, he's gonna have those classes.
I have kids.
Oh, you don't have?
He has kids.
It don't look like that.
Lucky JV.
That's why mine's gonna live in the house.
That's awesome.
Big chin-itis.
You think they had that was the connection? Chuck was Bruce and Robert because Bruce has the pronounced chin,
right,
so they could say like an eyewitness could say the guy had a pronounced chin. You know, if that was the connection.
That's actually a good question.
Both going after the role of Cordell, because if they were both going after the role of Cordell, like I could see it being like, all right, we're casting a guy, he needs to have a very large chin,
right?
And only these two guys show up, and they're like, well, we can't have both of them do it, but we want to have both in the movie, and they just went with the larger chin for
the bad guy.
Well, yeah, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, big chins define horrible people.
JV ain't letting that go. Wow. Hey, do y'all like when we talk about William Smith a minute ago? Did y'all ever see the Eastwood movies? Any every which way but loose and Any Which Way You Can? Do those ring a bell to you guys?
Yeah. I saw the Wild.
It's been a long time, but I have. Yeah.
Okay, Any Which Way You Can is one of my all-time favorites, and it ends with about like a 20-minute fight scene between Clint Eastwood and that guy William Smith, the one that calls Bruce out of the office. Mm-hmm. Watch that movie. That's a really good. If you're an Eastwood fan, you'll love that movie.
Oh, I love Eastwood, man. Yeah.
So that's what I like that guy. He's a really good actor.
Ron has this movie came about because Larry Cohen just wanted to write a movie about chins. Which it doesn't seem out of the realm of possibility.
He did the stuff.
The stuff was awesome. That was so.
It's
so bad. It's awesome.
Alien ice cream. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, it's terrible.
Oh, whatever.
Oh, it's so bad, but it's a fun one. It's a fun one. Oh, that's what we should do. We'll talk.
The stuff.
We'll definitely have to.
Have you seen the stuff, JV?
No, I
Ooh.
Really? Oh, wow.
You might want to do that one. Get the Larry Cohen collection going.
I don't know if I want to.
Oh, dude, he's got some good ones in there, dude. He really. Have you ever seen It's Alive?
I've seen It's Alive. I've seen Body Snatchers.
Okay.
I Return to St. Louis.
It's Alive would be a good one too.
I've seen a lot of his movies, but you're also talking about a motherfucker who has a lot of fucking movies out.
Yeah.
And I like more than just one person, so I can't just watch only his stuff. But anyways, I guess going back to this movie, like it was a lot of fun though. As far as a rating, some of the things kind of bothered me. I'm not gonna lie, and because this is an old movie, I really don't care about spoiling it. So like that last scene when you get Cordell and was it Forrest, and they're on the truck, and the pipe thing goes into Cordell, and they go into the water, and then he's just not there, and then you see his glove floating, and his hand comes out. It's like I watched that, and it's like you might as well just cut all that out and just replaced it like this. And yeah, it was horrible. Like, and because of that alone, like I like it was a fun movie. Don't get me wrong, but like there are movies out there that are way better. I'd have to give this like a 6.5.
I like that. That's fair.
Like it's not a horrible movie or anything, but. But then again, if you look at like the averages and stuff, like I think Blood Diner is like a 10 almost, and that has like an average of like a 4. So take my opinion for what it is, but it was still a fun movie, and I think it is worth a watch. That's for sure.
I love the kill with the concrete, the freshly poured concrete.
Oh yeah,
I thought that was a great kill.
Oh yeah,
that is jackhammer.
Oh god, that was a weird one because like when you're actually watching it's like he's drowning him in concrete.
Right.
Like it's a weird thing to think about, drowning in concrete.
Yep.
Oh, what was your favorite kill?
Slowly
John?
hardens.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. He would have had to have held him there because they did it at nighttime. Concrete doesn't dry very well at nighttime.
You have to suspend belief. So the things you believe.
No, I'm going to look at this realistically. I'm trying to imagine Cordell sitting there for like 9 hours holding his fucking.
Dude, is this stuff cured yet?
like nobody saw this at all. He was there for 9 hours. I just like the old idea of like seeing what would really happen with some of these scenes.
Oh no shit. Favorite kill scene in the movie?
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, I'm drawing a blank.
When you get put
Give
on
me some of the kills.
Give you some of the kills.
Yeah, I guess. I was thinking about this earlier. Yeah, like
he threw Atkins out the window. The one cop got shot through the window by the.
Not only did he throw him out the window, but he got him right on top of the car.
Yeah, on a car kill.
Yeah, that was a good one too. He got the oh god, he got Shaft. I'm trying to think of what his name was.
He sliced them up.
He got him like Michael Myers style with the knife or whatever. You see it like through the window.
I guess is that when he walks in. Where you see him in the window and he stabs the guy over and over again, like he walks up and gets him or whatever the fuck.
Oh,
right. I think that was part of one.
Better than the second one. Yeah, that wasn't bad. I definitely loved the whole being thrown out the window
and
right on top of the car. Oh, I love those ones.
Those are good kills.
They really were. That's for sure. I really wish that they would have went through and explained a little bit more of this movie though, because like one of the early kills in this movie is Bruce Campbell's wife,
right?
Who is not a cop, has nothing to do with the police force, is just a lady. So, like the plot that they kind of go towards later with him being like against like the mayor and then the police and all these people that kind of like set it up and everything, like it makes no sense that he would attack her.
I think was he setting Bruce Campbell up though? That's what I took it as. That
she was?
He grabbed the wife after she left the hotel. Right. Didn't she end up dead in that hotel?
Well, why would he be setting up Bruce Campbell? Because Bruce Campbell.
That's what I'm saying. That's going back to the chin thing again.
You think he's just jealous of the chin?
I think he thought he could be ninja like, set Bruce Campbell up, and he could keep doing all his killing.
Huh.
But it doesn't really fully explain that.
Life.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't really explain it.
No,
They
it was
kind of
a weird thing.
they kind of like rushed it.
He was
When I was
never.
watching, that's what I kind of.
He was not. Yeah, he was not a.
Ron's
said
right.
At all.
Yeah, this
Still
movie has
awesome.
potholes you could drive a paddy wagon through, but it's still awesome.
Bingo.
Yeah, he is 100% right on that. I can't argue it. It is a very fun movie. It is an awesome movie, but the plot, like
And they
it's
just
not
say
as
they
bad
like.
as Sorority Girls and the Creatures from Hell, Chuck.
No, not at all. No. That movie's horrible. I enjoy it, but that movie's horrible. This movie's actually not horrible, but they did speed it up. They were like, okay, boom, boom, boom. Here's what's happening. They don't give you any time to actually like, okay, like, and actually that's something else I was wondering about. I think because we are in a realm of time of remakes. Why? This is one I'd like to see remade. Give us a little more of a story. Give us a little more gore.
They are remaking.
Are they really?
Yeah, it's already in production.
Didn't know that.
Yeah,
it better not suck.
I think he's messing with it. I think
Larry Cohen's actually behind it too. He's already writing it.
How is he behind it?
Oh well, he's the one writing it.
Larry Cohen is.
Oh, he died.
He passed away.
He died like 2 years ago.
They're crediting him for all of it.
He may have wrote.
I mean,
it.
unless I was gonna say he might have written it before he died,
or they're giving him credit for this one.
Right, but I'm just giving people like an idea. Like if you want to know more about it, that's where to go to find it. Look up Larry Cohen, IMDb, and that's where I saw it. I didn't see it on any of these other actors' IMDb pages. So
yeah, he died early last year, early 19.
Right. Well, that would also, he probably, if they were putting something in pre-production now, it would make sense that he would have wrote it then too.
Right.
The only reason why I knew that is because when he died, Joe Bob played Q on Last Drive-In.
Yeah,
and I watched it, and he had mentioned he's like, Larry Cohen was a friend of mine, blah blah, all that stuff, and it was like, okay, all right. Which again, I was watching Q, and I was like, what else has he made? Because I need to see some other stuff.
Him and Lorraine were real close in real life.
Really?
And I visited with her on a past podcast, and she and I didn't realize it. And I said something about, I watched the stuff the other day and blah, blah, blah. And dude, she got sad. She was like, and I felt this tall because I just didn't know how close they were. And she said, if things had gone this way or that way, we would have ended up together. So I always thought that was weird. But he was in that. He was also, I think one of his last things was that, if you seen that In Search of Darkness on Shudder, that long 4-hour documentary. Have you checked that out yet?
No.
I haven't seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
He's in that. Yeah, he's in that as well. There's just a ton of stars are in it. Check that doc. It's a long documentary, so it took me like 2 or 3 weeks to watch it. Just piece it out. It's a long one.
So
they're making part 2 right now.
Interesting.
So load up on whiskey and weed.
I would
and have a marathon.
There is another scene in this movie that completely drove me nuts. I'm kind of curious on your guys' opinion on this. So you remember when they go to the jail, like to go and talk to the doctor at the prison,
right?
So before that scene, there is no joke like a 4-minute montage of just them panning over to different cellmate criminals. And it's just
because Zadar was thinking it, right?
No, it was like a montage, but it was like really sad music, and they were just panning over all these different fucking criminals, and it felt like it lasted for 4 minutes.
Wow, I guess I wasn't paying. I'm thinking of when Zadar's having his flashback of getting attacked in the shower.
Oh yeah,
they showed all the cellmates.
Yeah.
Okay,
that was
a different scene.
What a scene that was.
Yeah.
Oh, they kind of took the Joker route. I felt like, but let's see. Oh, Ron says there's a Larry Cohen documentary on Shudder too.
Dude's awesome. It was awesome. Rest in peace, Larry Cohen.
But yeah, that part kind of drove me nuts just watching that. Like I had enough time to actually write notes during that montage. Like I'm not joking. Like
you probably missed something real important, JB.
No,
when you're writing your notes down.
No, I did not during that one. I watched the movie 3 times over the last like 4 days. So no,
That's awesome.
no, I like to pay attention to things, so it's just one of those things that I do. But with that right there, it was just weird. That was a really really weird scene for me. I didn't really like it. And then like another one of the weird things about this movie too is like randomly, like over halfway through the movie, they tie in the mafia. Like very stereotypical 80s thing. Like just like out of nowhere, there's a whole mafia connection between like the mayor. It's like what the fuck are they doing?
This is,
They need something at the last minute to throw in there.
Yeah. We
Like,
got to stretch this movie out to an hour and 20 minutes.
Was it an hour and 20 minutes?
I think so. Somewhere around there.
It was hard. Like some of those things were kind of hard to watch.
And do you think they said, like, because everything was franchising about that time, you think they said the end scene when he goes in the water, like you were saying, he goes in the water and all of a sudden he's not there? You think they said, okay, we got a part 2 out of this. Let's make him just disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they had intended on killing him, you know?
Yeah, they do the kill after that. So it's that's another weird thing. Like usually when you have that scene, that's also the end of the movie. So for them to have that scene and then not only have that, but then somehow Cordell walks from inside the lake, gets around the police and everything, goes all the way to wherever the fuck the mayor is, still soaking wet, hiding behind a curtain, and then kills him too. Like,
hey, man.
It was weird. They had the perfect ending if they would have just stopped there. Maybe they really were reaching for that 120 minutes or whatever. Like, you know what? We just need like 15 more seconds, guys. Let's just add this stupid shit in. And, people are gonna love this. It's like, whatever. Maybe they were already trying to write, Maniac Cop 2 at the time.
Yes.
And maybe he already said he wasn't going to be part of it, so they had to hurry up and kill him off.
Oh, we got this. We got a franchise out of this.
Right. They got my buddy Andy over here chiming in. Hey Andy, how's it going, buddy? Yeah. If you're into cooking or anything, which I know you are since you guys are old, Andy does some pretty cool shows about, he has part of my fork and booze and barbecue where he talks about food and cooking, race cars, and I've been on there already. We've talked about some really, really shitty welds and stuff like that, but it's cool, buddy. You're fine.
Check that out. I need to get more involved with it.
That's right. That is right. Only when you combine all three. No. I'm joking.
Rebel from the waist down.
That's right.
Whatever. It was still a fun movie, though, man. I'm happy you picked this one, Jock. That's for sure. And I'm happy that you were able to talk Lance and to come in and
hell yeah,
take a time out of his busy schedule to come and entertain us with this movie.
My crippled busy schedule.
Yeah, man. Yeah. How's the arm?
That sucks. I can't sleep at night, but
Can't? No, they didn't give you anything.
Real quick. Can you tell us what happened? Do you care to tell what happened?
It was a railroad incident, and it was nothing scary. It was nothing. I slipped. That was all it was.
For those who don't know, Lance actually lost his arm in a railroad accident.
I didn't lose it. It's right here. Just not very.
It was hiding behind the banner there. I could have played that off really good.
Right.
Thanks. I could have tricked a lot of people. Damn you.
Yeah, but I'm in rehab and shit, so it's hopefully gonna get strong enough to be able to work again. Hopefully, but I am old, so who knows? Who knows?
It's okay.
As Jake keeps saying.
Well, hey,
you'll get
you know
yours,
what,
boy? Boy.
Okay, tall man.
The funeral's about to begin.
So, Lance, though, man, what's been going on anyway with you and the Wagner Wiles?
We got a fun show this week. If y'all have not seen They Live Inside Us, see that movie. It is really, really good. It's on most major platforms. We have Michael Boliff and James Morris on. Michael, I believe they both wrote. Michael directed and James starred in. And it's really based off an anthology. It's a really good. It's creepy as fuck movie. It's really good. And we're gonna have them on Sunday.
I watched it the other day, actually.
Did you like it?
For the most part.
I mean, it's not like over the top scary, but it's creepy. And I've been.
Oh no, my stupid shit. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah. No, it wasn't bad. It's just this little bit that I like to pick. But like, no, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all, actually.
And JB knows we try to help the indies out as much as possible because we're all about, we're not at Romero Pictures. We're not so anti Hollywood, but we're anti Hollywood. So we love the indies, and you can do it. You can do it more the outlaw way. That's what George is always preaching. And and just Chuck knows.
You got to be careful though. Back in the day, they shot those outlaws.
Yeah, well, they won't do it now.
I'm just saying, just be careful.
But
you don't need to get shot over it.
Chuck knows what's going on with George. He is on the precipice of some amazing stuff. So just be ready.
Oh yeah.
There's some really cool stuff coming out.
Any spoilers?
Yeah.
Just buy Heavy Metal magazine. You'll see.
Heavy Metal. Yeah. The Roz, man.
Yes.
Yeah. I have this problem where my local comic book stores call me almost every other week with these 1950s EC comics, and they take up a little bit more than I should be spending on comics, so I unfortunately can't get into other ones at the moment.
Like sure you can. Get you a subscription. Mail it right to your house.
No, I'll tell you after the show. You'll understand a little bit more then, buddy.
That's good stuff.
He's not talking about his weird porn he has ordered either. It's all taking up way too much of his time and his money. Okay, yes. Man has to have his things. We don't judge you.
No, we don't.
I didn't think you would.
No, we will not judge you.
No, you guys aren't that old. You're old, but you're not like to the old point of like not being that judgmental.
Chuck's like, I'm not that old. What the fuck? Lance is the old motherfucker. I'm not that old.
Oh no, Chuck's
man, I feel it, brother. I feel it.
I've talked to Chuck enough times where it's like, he might be only just a few years older than me, but he feels like he's at least 15 years older than he is.
Oh man. I'll tell kids all the time, 20. Don't grow old.
20.
Yeah. Like why don't we ever go to Neverland?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Not the Michael Jackson Neverland.
Yeah.
Peter Pan.
I hear that one's safe now.
That should be.
Probably creepy now too.
Yeah.
Well, no, like my girlfriend even refers to me. My girlfriend refers to me as the old man or the old goat. So yeah.
Greatest of all time?
No,
I think it's because he just looks like a goat.
I'm just an old grumpy asshole is what it amounts to.
Oh, come on.
I could see that.
Oh yeah.
Sean absolutely loves us all, by the way.
Sean's amazing.
We love you too, Sean.
Ron's amazing.
Chuck.
Ron, I'll tell you something though. I don't know how old you are, Ron, but something my stepfather always told me is you're only as old as you act or whatever. And I've always kind of always I don't know, live by that because my stepdad's like he's a big kid. I'm a big kid. It's okay to be a big kid. It doesn't matter how old we are. It's how our mind are, man. We're all big kids. Everybody, we're doing podcasts talking about horror movies. Okay, all right, we're all big fucking kids here.
About Maniac Cop of all movies too.
I don't think that's something you should live your life by. That you're only as old as you act. Like
I'm probably really fucking up his saying, but yeah.
Well, I don't know if you are or not. Like I'm gonna take it for what you said it was though.
Ron is still a wee baby. He's just a baby.
How old are you, Lance?
I'm 50.
Holy fuck!
Are you really?
19, man, you are January 30th, 1970. That's right.
January 30th. I'm a January 13th kid.
Yes, January baby.
Friday the 13th.
Yeah,
man. We're bald and have beards and love horror movies.
That's it.
Lance is almost as old as my dad.
That's right.
I'm just gonna throw that out there, guys.
Yeah, someone said that the other day. They were like, "Yeah, that dude's old enough to be my dad." And I said, "Dude, he's like a year older than me." He goes, "Oh, you're old enough to be my dad."
Oh,
Yeah, okay, funny guy.
That's not wrong. So, like
Yeah.
you are old enough to be my dad.
That's why we love everybody.
Well, I guess it is what it is. It's all fun, that's for sure. I do want to thank you again, dude, so much for coming on here and everything.
My honor. This was so awesome.
Yeah, man. I'm so glad to actually be able to talk to you a little bit.
Can you tell everybody where they can find you, though?
I'm occasionally on Facebook, so you can look me up on just Lance Wagner. Yeah, right, Sean. Samantha and I share one for our podcast, The Wagner Wiles, on Instagram, and we both have Twitter, but I'm not a big Twitterer. I was joking. I'm mostly Facebook.
Sorry.
That's okay. You can find us at Romero Pictures Heavy Metal Indie Brigade. Our shows are on basically every other Sunday, and we usually have guests, and sometimes just us three. And the third person is Tyler Shea Cohn, who was in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Next Generation, the one with Matthew McConaughey and Renee Zellweger. So he's our third guy, and we have a lot of fun. We do it live. You can go back and watch the replays. And it's been a blast doing it, getting to meet people like Chuck and JB. It's been an awesome experience. And I can't say it enough, Chuck. Not say it enough. The stuff that George is doing for the community and for the veterans. Everything he does goes down. It's the end game for George is the Veterans Compound. He wants to help people deal with their problems through movie making. I mean, he's an amazing human.
Yeah, man, definitely. I'm proud to call him brother.
Really is. And we get to call him his real name or his middle name, so not everybody gets that honor.
I think anybody could do it.
Yeah, you can do it, but won't be.
It's not like it could like really go bad, like there's not going to be a fist fight or nothing.
May never talk to him again.
No,
it ain't that bad. It ain't that bad.
I think that's going to be the first time I ever talk to him. I'm going to do that.
Just get it out of the way.
I'll be like, I'm going to just get it right out of the way. Be like, hey, this is how we're going to do it.
that youthfulness right there, Chuck.
Yeah.
Hey, I say you got to go fucking balls to the wall on it.
There you go.
Well, it's always good to get everything out of the way first.
Right,
the way I look at things, it's like, what's the worst that can happen? Like, if I don't die, then it's a win.
There you go.
Yeah. That's just the. Ron says, "Who's Tyler?"
Oh, come on, Ron.
Tyler Durden.
He knows what's going on. Yeah, really. Can't talk about him, Chuck. Can't talk about Tyler. Oh, you can't talk about Fight Club. Sorry. You can talk about
Fight Club. You could.
Like JB, just throwing the caution to the wind.
Hey, sometimes I think it's okay to just say fuck it and just have fun.
Absolutely.
It's you only get one life.
Just like Risky Business with Tom Cruise. That's what he said. That's what they said to him. Sometimes you gotta say fuck it.
It's not wrong.
True. No, not at all.
Like I can honestly say I've lived the majority of my life by this rule, and I think things are going pretty well. So, but that's me. That's me for sure. So, anyways, anything anybody wants to add before we go ahead and wrap this up?
Thanks for picking that movie, Chuck. Good job.
Hey, man, no problem. I'm glad that I'm glad you were able to come on. I'm glad that you enjoyed the film as well. I really am serious. I really want to do 2 and 3 at separate times sometime down the road.
That'd be cool.
And we'll have you back on every time. It'd be great.
Cool.
That'd be awesome, actually.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, definitely everybody needs to go check out Maniac Cop if you haven't watched it. Go listen to JB,
Please.
whatever he might tell you. Go watch the movie. You'll enjoy it.
He gave me
about it. I didn't say anything bad about it. I'm just
saying.
Don't go watch Maniac Cop. Instead, go watch My Name Is Bruce.
I want to see that.
And listen to Ted Raimi be a racist.
Wow.
Ridiculous.
Oh, whatever. It's fun, guys. So, anyways, Lance, thank you so much. Chuck,
Thank y'all.
been a fucking blast like always. If you want to, Lance, go ahead and stick around for a minute underneath.
Okay.
And so
Thanks, guys.
Thanks everyone for listening and joining in. And with that being said, guys, the crypt is closed.
Closed.